everybody. What's up, what's up, what's up? I'm a little tired at the moment. Plus it's real late. I don't want to be obnoxious and yell and wake anybody in the house up. Drop in 3 weeks. The early people watch myself. Get it early.
Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition, or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, 2 ghetto politicians. 3-4 months locked down in the system.
Racket.
They said New York fell off. Who bringing New York back? I'm like, where we went? What part of the game is that? We been here the whole time, anxiously waiting. In the streets, paper chase, supreme tested our pages. Now stop the presses. Listen up, this is not a lecture. More like a message with a flow that's as hot as peppers. Pop the only way you can stop this villain. I'm sick with it, could with a monster ceiling. I've been the illest, ill kid, Operation Red. No, I never contemplated that. Then that's a rap. Turn your pages to 03. Chapter NYG's, Panches my code D. No iron team, homie, picture me solo. See what happened to Tony?
I don't know exactly how the tier system works, but I'm under the impression that if you made the playoffs and made it like deep in the playoffs, you're tier 1. If you didn't make the playoffs, you're tier 3. I like playing against teams that people consider not the best teams. I would like to knock them. No offense to anybody in Orlando. I wouldn't like to run with Orlando. I'd like to run with this team, the Lakers, the last of Kobe back, the Knicks, and Sacramento. I'd like to run with those teams. Tier 2 teams, they get a bonus if they beat a tier 1 team. Tier 3 teams get a bonus if they beat a tier 2 or a tier 1 team. That's why I like to play with tier 3 teams. Plus, naturally, I like to be an underdog. I like to prove I got real skill. Picking the best team. I don't do that in any video game. I want to pick the best person, the best player, the best team in the video game. I feel like it doesn't take much skill to dominate with people who are already dominating. For lack of better words. Running with the Knicks, Carmelo and the boys.
Number one, girl, you can't replace me. Lead a club, these bras be trying to chase me. Come roll with me in my Mercedes. Hold up.
I knew I should have friends.
Man, they money slim, they acting shady. I'm in my brand new car, on a race.
100 win percentage is not my real win percentage. That's just what they show for the Dallas Harris.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Welcome to New York home court advantage for the Knicks. And so off the tip, it's New York. So here's Miami's starting group. Dang and Bosh, your small and power forward. Richardson is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Whiteside in the pivot spot manning the middle. Here's Galloway. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
Here's Bosh after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Here's Richardson, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Bosh passes to Richardson. That's good. Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Galloway kicks to Anthony. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's O'Quinn. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That one is off. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Williams attacking. Cannot hit. Nice D from Bosh.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Whiteside dishes to Dang. Stolen by O'Quinn. For the finish. And Thomas with the stuff.
That almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
Offensive rebound Heat. .158 left to play here in the first. And Richardson slams it in. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
You know, Bosch was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
It's Williams with the drive, and it's denied. They recover it, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Williams has got his first basket.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Like as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
Yeah, and it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Lopez, he's checked in for New York. Grant comes in for Tony Roten. A different look for Miami. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Johnson kicks to McRoberts. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. 1:02 left in the first quarter of the game. Down low. Here's Lopez. The shot will not go. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. The Heat leading by 3. Inside, and stolen by Aflalo. It's Williams with the drive. That's good. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Grant, and Thomas has it in the corner. Outside Williams. Here's Aflalo. Chance there to take the lead, missing. The Heat have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Grant. The pass to Williams. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exact.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks lead. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. And it's Richardson in at the 1 spot. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Galloway, the pass to O'Quinn. Now here's Richardson. He's covered by Roten. It's Richardson on the wing. He's got 6. Good. Richardson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Heat.
Well, you knew things were going to be different in Miami without LeBron. They slowed down their approach on offense, going from one of the more up-tempo teams to one of the slower ones last season.
For New York, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. The dish to Whiteside. Inside. Stolen by Bosch. Richardson with it. And Roten picks him up defensively. Wade outside. Bosch heads the pick for Wade. Shot is off. And New York the other way now. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Bosh. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year, just lacked any real presence in the paint, and lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
You know, at the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
Johnson attacking. Here's Whiteside.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
He kicks to Wade. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Johnson's shot is off. The Knicks leading by 3. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
Bring it down hard,
yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Plays it up and banks it in.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Roten. Passes it to Porzingis. Drains the three-pointer. Porzingis has got 5.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Dang against Anthony. Miami grabs the miss.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Near the three-point line, it's Wade. Good, and Bosh picking up the assist. Wade's got his first bucket in this one. It's Anthony with the drive. And it's Dang with the rebound. The Heat trailed by 4. Back to Johnson. Right side, Dang. The feed to Whiteside. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Clock at 6. Green against the Flalo. Green, no luck. Grant dishes to Lopez. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Knicks have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Porzingis. Maybe it's been his defense. I don't know. 5 points alone would make him the player to have. Oh man, that's really helping.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Grant is out there with a foul. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Thomas. And it's Williams at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Miami shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
It's Richardson on the wing. Outside Bosch. 3-pointer. And that one's good.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
The Knicks with the lead. Aflalo kicks to Williams. Back to Aflalo. Pass to Lopez. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit. Listen, the Knicks finishing at the bottom of the East last season. They didn't go into the season thinking they were in for a rough go, making last season all that more painstaking for the fans.
Williams against Green. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
And for the Knicks and their play against the rest of the conference, guys who've been talking about only Clark 11 wins in 52 games.
And you know, Kevin, what's worse is the Knicks were 5-21 at home against the East. No matter how you slice that up, the Knicks had a season that everybody would like to forget in New York.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
You know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Knicks last season had a lot of problems here in Manhattan, and it showed all over the floor, Greg. And you played for this team. You know what it's like to play basketball in New York. Not a good record for them at home last year.
How about finishing 10-31 here and playing in front of a sold-out crowd every night? And one thing about New York, they're going to let you know when they're displeased. Worst home record in the East and second worst home record in the league.
Johnson, the pass to Dad. Wade kicks to Bosch. Williams with the steal. Lopez dishes to Williams. And he gets it to go. Williams has got 10.
And, you know, for the Knicks, there were a lot of reasons why they were bad at home. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage, against at home field goal defense, and third worst field goal percentage at home in the league.
A follow outside. Bosh with some nice deep.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
It's Dang, top of the key. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession. And you know, commend the Knicks faithful. They still would sell this place out. And you have to give a shout-out to the fans for sticking through what was a very difficult year. At least it has to get better.
Stoudemire kicks to Bosh. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stoudemire.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. Here's Porzingis. Here's O'Quinn. Got a hand on it.
Come on.
And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. And it's Dragic off the drive. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Dragic has got his first 2 points.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Blocking
and again, Miami running the court in transition.
Like before the
Bosh with it, and Roten picks him up defensively. Whiteside, the pass to Dragic. Here's Bosh, and that one is stuffed right through.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Roten, no good. Wade dishes to Bosh. Dragic kicks to Bosh. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush. And we've reached the end of the third. Miami ahead as they end the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
Let's go Knicks!
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. And it's Richardson in at the point guard. Bosh passes to Dang. Back to Bosh. 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Knicks trail by 6. Roten with it. Pass to Porzingis. There's a good screen. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. The Heat making a switch here. Nick Roberts is checked in. Right side, Dang. Wade on the wing. Back to Dang. 6 to shoot. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Off target at the rim. Roten kicks to Galloway. Here's Porzingis. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Ball going up court. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Richardson. Wade's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Heat. Anthony dishes to Roten. Back to Anthony. And it's blocked by Dang. And they'll keep possession. Now the pass to Porzingis. Tries again. Can't hit. And the Heat going the other way now.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
He gives them a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point Heat lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He said, listen, fellas, I know you're tired, but we can't coast. We've got to go harder. The win's in sight. We've got to power through it and go get it. Guys, pretty inspirational stuff.
Thanks, Doris. Johnson against Grant. Johnson, the pass to Stoudemire. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Knicks trail by 9. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Johnson attacking. It's rebounded by New York.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push him, and then excellent execution.
And McRoberts kicks to Johnson. Johnson missing again.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
This is to Johnson. Back to Green. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Johnson. To the inside. Williams with the steal. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. It's tipped. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And so he makes both. Both from the line.
Boy, did they need those those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
And it's Bosch in the corner. He feeds it to Richardson. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. Again, the miss by the Heat.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
But that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
New York calls timeout. They're losing by 5. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I didn't sum it up. Okay. You gotta hurry up, babe, because I only got 1 minute. Or it'll make me quit. Hurry. Oh my gosh, amazing. Okay, honey.
Okay, nothing.
Your phone works?
Yes. Wait, don't have no.
Oh my God, you do everything to slow it up. Love you.
Five seconds separating the shot and game clocks. O'Quinn. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Richardson missing again.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Both free throws good from Anthony.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
Outside Bosch. And Tony Roten gets the whistle there. That is his first foul of the game.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. New York calls timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
This is going to be a tough situation. They've got just enough time to catch and shoot.
This would tie it. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. this win such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan.
On some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been with the sauce. Chef Curry with the pot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, you don't care about really with the, I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy.
I was out there, I looked, I watched.
I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay
No,
your
I
bills.
didn't say it was.
Yeah,
Why you
I'm on
make
some
it
rappers
seem-
pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or try the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works, and now I'm thinking bigger. I got 40 in the studio every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord. Got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we could really get it, we could go for it. I'm just here for the Bucks and the Billies. Don't make me one of the ghosts for it. I run it, they like go for us, run for us, run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean you already wrote for us.
No, I was just saying I didn't want to forfeit the game. That's all I was saying.
They just found me like this. I was ready. I've been ready since my dad used
I
to
just
tell me
didn't
you
want
were
to
coming to the house
give
to
up.
get me.
That's all. I wanted to see and make sure you were safe. I
Valuable
just didn't
lesson,
want
man.
to
I had to
forfeit the
grow up.
game.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you. Then do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick.
The Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on the
Man, I lost. But in my loss, they figured I was good enough to move up to the next level, so I moved up anyway. Golly, man. I really do hate losing.
Conference rival in tonight's contest. The fans making some noise here at the Knicks Arena. The New York Knicks are getting settled in. Ready? Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center. Shot clock at 3. Irving attacking. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Boy, for the Knicks last season, saying it was rough is an understatement. There was a lot of turbulence, and some of it was due to their defense. They just had a difficult time stringing together stops and cutting down opponent scoring chances.
On defense, the Knicks. The pass to James. Back to Irving. And Tony Roten gets the whistle there. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was. And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
Now, here is Irving. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Roten kicks to Anthony. Here's Porzingis. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the Cavaliers. Here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
The feed now to Calderon. The dish to O'Quinn. Plays it up and banks it in. O'Quinn's got his first points of the game.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Irving up top. He's covered by Roten. Irving can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here is Smith following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. LeBron kicks to Thompson. And a fast break now for New York. Calderon's got the ball. Anthony's shot is off.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Cannot hit. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trailing. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Channing Fries checked in for Tristan Thompson. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Shumpert. Kicks it out to Love. Wide open look. That's good.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on. Right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Mozgov's checked in. Now, here's Fry. LeBron James on the wing. Williams with the steal. Here's Grant. Back to Aflalo. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Good.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Here's Dellavedova.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game. You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Shumpert, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next three quarters as well, Greg. He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Dellavedova. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. That one wide left.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Thomas. And no good trying to get that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. Knicks out front, leading by 5. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
We've got Anthony. Tony Roten out there with Calderon. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Porzingis in at the 4. They're the group New York will start the second with.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Anthony with it. Now Smith defending. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And that one's good. Anthony's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Knicks. Irving drives in. And it's blocked. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Outside jumper. Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Roten. Good on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Irving.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Shumpert. And a miss there on the triple. The Knicks leading by 5. And here we go. Fast break. Broughton's got it. Porzingis can't hit.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did. Was playing.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
And the jam by J.R. Smith.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again. I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
Astral Quinn. Anthony with it. Picked up by Thompson. And it's good. On through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. LeBron's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Lopez, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Jose Calderon. And it's Grant in for Tony Roden. It's Williams with the drive. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's called on Channing Frye. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Now here's Shumpert. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Back to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. James with another miss. The Knicks lead by 6.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have.
Look at that.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
The line for your Knicks, Derek Williams. At the line for 2.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw good from Dellavedova. Both good from the line that time. New York leading by 4.
And if they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
To me, that's got to be the target. Make sure you manage the clock effectively so you do get the last shot. Good ball movement. You put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
It's LeBron with That's not as easy as it made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
You know what? That man can climb a ladder.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Knicks lead by 4.
So what are you talking about?
We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Knicks stay winning. Right now, I think we're 12-2.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Really an incredible game so far from Derek Williams.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Really an incredible game so far from Derek Williams.
And the approach of that first half was an aggressive one. Take it to the teeth of the defense, put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line.
And mostly he's been getting to the line, guys. I mean, he has the free throw total to show for it, as well as the bumps and bruises.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the pivot, manning the middle.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Nice shot by Smith.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Now here's Roten, covered by Irving. Here's Anthony. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now a 5-point Knicks lead.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
It's Thompson off the drive. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Knicks last season had a lot of problems here in Manhattan, and it showed all over the floor, Greg. And you played for this team. You know what it's like to play basketball in New York. Not a good record for them at home last year.
How about finishing 10-31 here and playing in front of a sold-out crowd every night? And one thing about New York, they're going to let you know when they're displeased. Worst home record in the East and second worst home record in the league.
Calderon kicks to Roten. There's a screen. Here's Anthony. And the rejection by Smith. And they're able to recover. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Now, here is Irving. D right on him. Passes to Love. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Didn't know about that. They had J.R. Smith do a chase down block after LeBron.
Anthony down low. Covered by Smith.
LeBron
And a foul called on the shot.
foul.
Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And, you know, for the Knicks, there were a lot of reasons why they were bad at home. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage, against at home field goal defense, and third worst field goal percentage at home in the league.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Shumpert in there for Irving.
And, you know, commend the Knicks faithful. They still would sell this place out. And you have to give a shout out to the fans for sticking through what was a very difficult year. At least it has to get better.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Cavaliers have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way. And that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Here's a follow. Almost, but it rolls out.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Richard Jefferson didn't win a championship before.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season. And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. You know, sometimes to make some adjustments.
J.R. Smith's checked in for the Cavaliers. He feeds it to Mozgov. It's tipped. And now the Knicks on the break. Aflalo dishes to Thomas. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now a 10-point Knicks lead.
33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep hitting the ball in the paint like this.
That's good from Williams, the assist by Grant. And 12 points for Williams.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Back to Thomas. Inside. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Count the bucket.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams attacking. He used that pick to get in close. Williams has got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Knicks as they wrap up the third quarter with a tremendous 17-5 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Cavaliers trail by 12. We've got Williams. Aflalo is out there with Grant. Then there's Lance Thomas. And it's Lopez in at the 5 patrolling the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. No good off the back of the rim.
awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And the rejection by James. They recover it. A follow. Just 4 to shoot. But they recover it. Lopez passes to a Flalo. Smith for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 9 points for J.R. Smith.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And Williams, here we go. That one goes. Count it. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just
when
not
I wake up,
they've got to figure it out.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He hasn't been happy with their shot selection. He told them, we're forcing things out there, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, work for the open shot in the flow of our offense. We'll see if they heed that advice, Kevin.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Anthony's shot is off.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
You can't just give up on the Knicks.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball.
Too hard.
Here's LeBron.
No!
Great assist by
Oh
Love.
my God. Did I have that on replay? Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
13 points for LeBron.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Anthony. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter. James against Anthony. Back to James. Taken away by Anthony. 3-on-3. Kicks it to O'Quinn. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. J.R. Smith's checked in for Iman Shumpert. And here are the Knicks now. Here's Anthony. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Knicks lead. Irving for 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And stolen by James. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
The Knicks leading by 9. Roden kicks to O'Quinn. Tries yet again. Puts up the baby hook. Roden, no good. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
So New York ends up going with the new group. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
And pushing it up is Cleveland again in transition. And that one's good.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
And it's a Flalo penetrating. Williams kicks to Grant. From 7. Williams can't hit.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
Smith, no good.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in.
There's no doubt about that, fellas. I mean, the more finishes like that he gets, the more his confidence will grow.
On that team, and they just be giving their talent away.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's good.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're down by 8. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, they can call all the timeouts they want, but really, I don't think it matters at this point.
Yeah, I'm ready to go home just like the players are. There's nothing they can do to salvage this one right now. Let's go.
Always. These bitch niggas keep quitting. It'll be the last 10 seconds of the game, last 20 seconds of the game. I get up by 7 or something, and they're like, oh, game over. So they quit. Game what? Couple more #1 teams. 2 more #1 teams. 2 more first division teams. And now make it to the Euro League. I'm kind of excited to see what they're gonna do with the Euro layup. Because the Euro layup in this one was really unsure. But like you can do the Euro layup with double tap and square. That's like, you know, you're doing it on purpose.
The entire NBA season.
Stop this broadcast.